Welcome, everybody. It's Leo Robles here to the weekly market update and power up. It is November 2nd. We got a new month and new experiences to go through. And man, what a year has been so far. 2020 is only 2 months away from being over. We're going to be heading into 2021. And I have a very powerful presentation prepared for you today. So I just want to say thank you for tuning in, whether you're listening to this live or maybe you might be listening to this on the replay. I just want to thank you for your time. Thank you for your listening. And I'm just here to remind you of what is possible, because you want to continuously keep pressing forward, continuously show up to the activities, even when you don't feel like showing up, because those are small tests that are, preparing you for the grandest version of yourself. So I'm going to go ahead and get into the intention. And the intention is to empower you to be inspired and resourceful to be the greatest benefit to everyone. What does that mean? Well, if you have the information and if you have the resources, or you're resourceful, then you're going to gather more business, attract more business. You're going to be able to know what to say in every conversation. And if you're empowered with the proper information, that's going to scale your business. Because, I remember, I was just thinking about this right now. When I started in 2008, it was like the worst time, but the resources and the information that I had was, hey, there's a lot of opportunity. There's a lot of opportunity. Go out there and work with people. There's a lot of opportunity. So I didn't listen to the narrative that the market was done. I didn't listen to the narrative that it was terrible out there. I had gone through foreclosure myself a year earlier. So I knew exactly what the economic, times in the world was happening. I experienced it firsthand for myself, but I had somebody that told me, hey, you know what? Focus on this. This is where, is there people still selling real estate right now? Yeah. Is there still business being done yet, right now? Yes. Are there still people buying and selling real estate? Yes, at all times, right? So that's why it's really important for you to understand who you're listening to, because if you're listening to the people that are telling you that the market's going downhill, get out of the business, then that's going to probably lead you off track, right? You want to listen to the people that have the data that could tell you specifically, hey, is there somebody buying a house right now? Yes, right? This is why I give you this information on a weekly basis. I also prepared for you a talk. And this is the subject: success will not look and feel as you expect. And this is what I wrote down when I was preparing this presentation. And I think this is really critical and important, because I think that the one thing as an entrepreneur, as a business person, as a real estate agent, the one thing that's going to lead you to success is for you to have the mindset of where you're going. You got to have that vision of where you're going. If you are maybe experiencing difficulties in finances, or maybe difficulties in health, whatever the case is, you might be overcoming something in your life, because that's one thing that it's the consistent in this life is change. The consistent in this life is that things are not going to always work out in your best interest or how you desire it, right? Especially if you want to achieve more, you want to grow, and you want to have this life of progress. Because if you're going to have a life of progress, the one constant is going to be change. And as change starts to happen, you will experience times where you won't know if you're going the right way. You won't know if what you're doing is actually going to work. And that's going to happen a lot. It's not going to look a certain way. We look at the greats in this world. We look at the people that have achieved a great deal of achievements, whether it be a number of sales, or they've amassed a certain amount of wealth, or they speak a certain way. You're like, oh my God, that person's a phenomenal speaker, or that person's so charismatic, or that person has it all figured out. They have the ideal relationship. Look at their body. They take care of it. But what you got to understand is that like, you're looking at the finish line. You're looking at a moment of time, and that moment of time is a snapshot of where that person currently is, but that doesn't mean that person was always there. Even me, that I'm speaking to you right now, I'm dressed up, I look sharp, and I speak nicely and all this good stuff, but man, my life has been a journey. I've been through so many situations in my life where I'm like, I don't know if I'm going to make it through this. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing. I'm lost. Like, what the hell am I doing? Like, who the hell do I think I am to achieve these goals and to ask for these big things in life? You know, why should I have it? Why do I deserve it? You know, so you go through these moments of time where, am I even worthy of doing this? Why should I do it? Why should God bless me? Why should the universe bless me with so much abundance, right? And the thing is that the world and people don't owe us anything. They don't owe us anything. You know, the universe doesn't owe us anything. But the thing is that we got to continuously show up over and over and over and over as a manifester and as a creator, that you understand and you have the faith within yourself that you will continue to do what you want to do until you achieve the desired result, right? And the reason I'm saying that is only as a pointer of where you need to go, but there's never going to be a magical destination where you get to where you say, you know what, everything is all done. It's all figured out. You know what? I got the body, got the relationship, I got the finances. It doesn't end there, because the moment that you say, you know what, like, you know, and that's the narrative that we're sold as human beings. We're like, you know what, you're going to work hard, you're going to do these things. And eventually you're going to get to the point where you are going to finally be able to take the break, or finally take the vacation, or finally live the life of your dreams. But the fact of the matter is that that destination is never going to be what you think it is, right? And that's why I said success is not going to look and feel as you expect. Success is a continuous act. You know, achievement is a continuous act. You know, improvement, self-improvement is a continuous act. You know, health and well-being and wealth and money and finances and success, all of this is a continuous act. You know, and whatever you're going through right now is only a page in your book. It's only a chapter in your book. It's not going to be like that forever, whether it be good or whether it be bad. The one thing that you need to do is release yourself and unattach yourself from the constant change, because the only thing that is for certain, the only thing that is a constant, is the awareness that you are as a being, as a human being. You're having this physical human being experience. You know, we got a mind and a brain and we got a body, right? And the constant is going to be, right? You know, I'm not the same person that I was yesterday. Every single year. I mean, I've been on this planet for 33 years. Every single day and every single moment, my body is progressing. It's you know, time is accumulating, it's passing through. And I don't even say aging, because I think that, hey, age is something that we can influence a lot by what we do, right? And if you are not doing anything about it, and you're just kind of letting your body decay and waste away, then again, that is your choice. And maybe that's what you want to do, and that's okay. No judgment here. But if you want success, success is not going to look like you want it or like you expect it to. It's going to look like a lot of work. It really is. It's going to be a continuous cycle. So that's why, you know, everybody says this all the time, like, you got to do what you love. You got to do what you love. And people say like, yeah, you know what? I'm going to do what I love one day. No, you got to do what you love right now. You got to be willing to wake up every day and say, you know what? I'm excited about waking up today. I'm excited about going to bed because I know that I'm going to wake up another day and I'm going to be able to do another thing that's going to fulfill my heart, and I'm going to make a certain amount of impact, and I'm going to make a certain amount of money, and I'm going to do these activities and these experiences. I'm going to talk to these people. So those are the things that is success. Success is not a destination that you get to. Success is something you continuously do every single day. Every single day. That's what it is, right? So that is it. Once you have that kind of awareness, number one, it takes off all the pressure and significance of, oh man, I got to be somewhere. No, you don't. And then the other thing is that it also gives you a peace of mind that this is a constant journey, right? Because in the now, you can choose to be successful. How can you choose to be successful today? Well, if you want to be successful and you want to perform at a high level, well, first of all, ask yourself, what is it that it's going to be the definition of success for you? Is it going to be accumulating more finances, more money, more wealth, more investments, or more people in your life, or whatever it is? Get really clear about that. What makes you happy? And as a creator, what kind of activities are you doing that fulfill your soul, that fulfill your heart, right? What things are you going to do there? And also understand that, you know, small things sometimes are not going to be the most exciting. They're going to be like, oh my God, I don't love, you know, nobody loves to, you know, maybe be accountable 100%. Like look at your balances and look at your finances and look at like this small, minute things. Or, you know, as agents, usually we don't like the paperwork side of things, but those are things that need to get done. So how can you delegate more of what you don't want to do? How can you create systems and processes to have those things done? Because it's not like if you just ignore them, they're going to get fixed or they're going to get achieved, right? So you want to get yourself clear on what it is that you want to do specifically and what can you leverage with either technology or people or systems in your life, right? That's what it really boils down to. And I'm going to go ahead and end the conversation there for today, but I just want to say thank you. And I acknowledge you for the journey that you've been on. Whatever you've been through, no matter how hard it's been, I assure you that the days will come when you will feel accomplished and achieved, and you will feel happy and excited. You just got to release all the stories that are in the way. And that does take work. Trust me, you're going to have to probably cry. And you're going to have to go through some pain sometimes, but you got to go through those things because the person that you are today is only able to realize and become aware of the grandest, you know, magic that we have around us. It's only because of what you've been through. You have these certain lenses, but don't allow those lenses to shut off all of the beauty and the magnificence that surrounds you every single day. Because what I know for a fact, that everything you desire is possible for you, because that's the only reason why you have the idea inside your mind and in your heart, right? So continue to show up, because success is not some destination. Success is every day. It's every moment, right? So let's be successful today, guys. So this is the weekly market update. This is what happened in real estate. And this again, I go into like why it's important to know the information, right? Why it is important to, yes, we're in a pandemic, right? And you could listen to the narrative that everything is screwed up, right? Or you could say, ask yourself, well, is there still real estate being done today? Are there still buyers and sellers, you know, going and wanting to buy or sell? Are there investors out there purchasing properties? Are there other agents that are making money in real estate? Well, the answer to all of those questions is absolutely yes. Look at the numbers. You got LA, you got over 10,000 homes available, 9,900 in escrow, 1,447 homes closed in 1 week, 7 days, $1.4 billion in real estate. Average days on the market is 26 days. That's a lot of sales in just LA. Now we go to Orange County. We got 3,900 homes available. We got over 4,000 in escrow, 787 sold in 1 week. Average price is 1.1 and $877 million in volume. Now we go to San Bernardino. We got 2,500 homes available. We got 4,600 in escrow. It's a lot of homes in escrow in San Bernardino, actually. And closed 619 homes. Average price is 455, $281 million in volume. Now we move over to Riverside County. We got 4,200 homes available, 5,900 in escrow, 836 that have closed in 1 week. Average price is 418, and the volume is 418 million. Now we're going to go to San Diego. We got 3,800 homes available, 5,100 in escrow, 735 that have closed in the last week, 1 week, 7 days, 892 million in sales volume, and 892,000 is the average price point, and 654 million is what closed in 1 week. So 5 counties, I just added up everything. We got 3.5 billion closed, almost $4 billion in real estate. It's closed in 1 week, 7 days, guys. 3,600 homes sold in 1 week. 28,000 homes are available for you to sell, and over 29,000 homes are in escrow. That means that agents out there are getting paid 29,000 times. That means that 29,000 families are getting keys to their new home, and people are making moves. So again, it's important for you to know the data. It's important for you to know the statistics, because is real estate being sold? Absolutely yes. 3,600 times yes in 1 week. All right. So the expired is huge. Look at this. Even though I'm talking about all of the sales, look at how many homes expired off market. That means that these owners missed the mark by a little bit. They might have gotten some bad information, or they might have been unrealistic. But if you go to these individuals and you talk to them about some facts of what's actually happening in the world and what's happening with the industry, look at this. 996 families need your help to get their goals done in real estate. So reach out to these guys. This is just last week what expired. We're in the beginning of the month. So we're going to look at foreclosures. Look at foreclosures here. San Diego, you got 307 homes in pre-foreclosure. You got 337 in Orange, 1,135 in LA, 315 in San Bernardino, and 371 in Riverside. So now you have 31, and I also went and did the statistic for Orange, right? I mean, not Orange, October, because there's a lot of homes that are scheduled to sell, but a lot of them were postponed. But what actually went back to the bank, or what actually was purchased by an investor last month in all the 5 counties? So we got 31 homes that sold at auction in Riverside. We got 24 in San Bernardino, 56 in LA, 9 in Orange County, and 15 in San Diego. Scheduled to sell for the month of November. That means for the next 30 days. It's a big number in all of these, but again, we're going to look at those numbers decrease over time, because that's what's happened every single week that I'm doing this report. Riverside, we have 102 properties that are scheduled for November, 85 in San Bernardino, 517 in LA, 100 in Orange County, and 114 in San Diego. So 2 things that you can do as an agent. Number 1, reach out to these homeowners and let them know that they have solutions. You can provide them with solutions. A lot of people have equity, even though they're in pre-foreclosure or in foreclosure. So reach out to these individuals, put their home on the market, get it sold, have them walk away with some equity, have them do a restart, or sometimes maybe you can help them to, achieve the results that they want by keeping their house. And you just come from a place of contribution. Eventually, that person will, the buyer, sell, or refer you to somebody. So, come from a place of contribution, because this is a market that needs your help. And the better that we do at managing this, the better that we will have, the market that we all desire. I know that a lot of people think that the market's going to go up or down. We don't know. So as of now, foreclosures do not seem to indicate any signs that we're going to be having massive amounts of foreclosure, because everything is getting postponed, and banks are working with people, right? So now let's look at the stock at EXP. We're up by $1 from last week. We're at $42.95 in share of stock. Also, very, very good. 37,000 agents nationwide, and we got 4,800, almost 4,900 agents in California. So excited because we're really, really close to that 5,000 agent mark. So, just stay tuned. I would say another week or so, and then we should be hitting that 5,000. But just want to keep you guys up to date with what's going on, with agents, and also the interest rates. Interest rates are also, very consistent, which is hence why the market is moving at the rate it's moving. Interest rates are anywhere from 2.5 to 3.5%. And obviously it depends on the kind of loan and the kind of program that people have, and the kind of credit score, right? So just make sure you check with your lender. And if you need to get on my calendar, make sure that you text 949-799-4885, text the word calendar. You will get an immediate response with my calendar. And you can go ahead and book a time that works for you and I. And everybody in my organization, everybody in my world, what I do is I open up my calendar to you guys. So if I can help you in any way, please let me know how I can serve. These are the upcoming events, the calendar. I added a couple of more things. Obviously, we have the weekly market update, which you're listening to now. We also have Flow Mondays at 10. We have role play sessions Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. We do them live, and we're also hosting on Zoom from 8:30 to 9:15. And we also have sales training. This is a live event in Anaheim from 10 to 12. So if you want to step into any of these sales trainings, come on in. We're focusing on lead generation online. Also, if you're interested in growing the organization, let's just say you want to attract more agents to the company, I have an agent attraction class on Thursday at 12. And I have an amazing event because we're doing a grand opening for Anaheim. We're going to have tacos. So come and join us Friday from 12 to 3 p.m. We have Talk About EXP. We got an amazing event. coming up. So make sure you tune in. And I'm going to ask you a question. What are you going to create this week? How many listings are you going to sign? How many open escrows? How many closings? How many agents are you going to attract? Make sure you do a specific number from what is possible, what you believe you can achieve versus you thinking about your past and what you've done with your past, and don't focus on the limitations because the limitations only exist in the mind, right? What's possible is infinite. It's unlimited. So declare what it is that you want. What would make your heart beat? What would get you excited? Come from that place and declare what it is that you want to manifest. So who I am is the possibility of being determined and energized. I listened to this podcast over the weekend, and actually Kanye West was talking about this, and he was saying excited has a lot of anxiety, and that's a word that I use a lot. So I'm like, hey, I use that word a lot, and I'm like, yeah, if you think about excited, it does have like an anxiety connotation. So I am determined and energized. I'm energized because when you're energized, you are coming from a place of energy, and it's coming from a place within without the anxiety side of things, right? So I'm choosing to replace excited with energized in my vocabulary, which is why I'm using this possibility of being determined and energized. That's the possibility I'm creating. So your focus is to create your day. Make sure you plan your day. Allow that to dictate your day. That's the one thing that I see as a breakdown for most agents. So you just don't follow a calendar, right? So make sure that you specifically write down what it is that you want to achieve, because if I were to audit your day, if we were to get on some coaching, we would probably look at Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and we would look at like about 40, 50 hours of wasted time, and you probably had maybe 15 minutes of production. Like literally, that's the fact of the matter. Even for a super top producer and a high achiever, this is something that's everybody's guilty of, even myself. You got to be on a place where you have the most dollar productive activities lead your day, not the other way around. And it's very simple, guys. If you want more transactions, what do you got to do? You got to talk to more people. So increase your conversations every day. I recommend 30 a day at least. And you want to do 2 or more social media posts as well. Don't be a secret agent. Digital door knock, text blast, email campaigns, master KV core, a ton of training on that. Be empathetic, come from a place of contribution. A lot of people are going through a lot right now. So even though maybe somebody might say something negative to you, don't ever take anything personal, please, because it has nothing to do with you. Everybody is going through their own thing right now. So it's hard enough to keep your mindset in a balanced place. So don't worry about, what is being said or what comes at you, even with the people that you love the most. Look at that as material to develop yourself, to grow, to get to the next place, because the world is preparing you for the next level of your life. So if whatever you're going through right now, whatever backlash that you're experiencing, it's preparing you for the next level of leadership for you, right? So be empathetic with people. Make sure you get your blood flowing, exercise, push-ups, jumping jacks. I'm doing stairs every day, almost every single day. I'm burning about 1,200 calories every single day. I'm ramping up. Like my October, November, December, I choose to ramp up. I like to energize myself during these times, because I know this for a fact. How I start my January, February, March is how the rest of the year is going to be. So make sure you pace yourself and you do something right now that your self in January 2022 will thank you, right? And I'm also going to challenge you to do this. I created this video the other day, which I'm going to be sending out to all of you, where I want you to think about 5 goals that you will achieve for yourself, 5 goals for the entire year. If it all boiled down to just 5 things that you achieved the entire year in 2021, what would those be for you? 5 things, whether it be you're in the physical fitness that you maybe want to be, maybe you want to save some money, maybe you want to pay off some debt, maybe you want to sell a certain amount of homes, whatever that is. 5 things that you say, you know what, these are non-negotiable. No matter what happens, these 5 things are going to get done by January 1st, 2022. Standing there as a powerful creator, what are going to be those 5 things that you say, you know what, man, I went through all of this stuff, but I got this, and this done. 5 things. Keep it really simple, guys. And then meditate. Show up to activity every day. Just sit. All you got to do is sit, listen to the breath, listen to your breath, listen to your breathing, and allow your breath to be the leader in the 10-minute meditation for yourself. You don't have to do anything. You don't got to figure anything out. That's the mind. The mind is going to continue to mind and do what it does. It's going to continue to chatter, but just allow it to simmer on its own. Just sit for 10 minutes. Put the timer on your phone. Just sit. If you start to itch, if you start to hear noises, whatever the case is, just sit for 10 minutes. And when the little alarm rings, then get up and then do that every single day. And eventually you will notice that voice, that noise will start to simmer on its own. You don't got to do anything. You already are in meditation. You just got to move all of the stuff that's in the way from you being in a meditative state, because your essence, your soul is meditating already right now, right? So thank you for your time once again. And